Hey guys, welcome back to Cajun Horror Talk. I'm Jay.
And Ross.
Today we're talking about 2000's Scream 3.
Ooh.
So grab a cup of coffee, grab a beer, let's talk horror. All right, guys. Talk about Scream 3, as I said.
Yep.
Before we get into it, guys, don't forget to, if you're watching us on YouTube, go down, subscribe, please. Hit the bell for notifications. If you're listening to us on SoundCloud, please follow us there. Give us a like on our
all the cool
podcast,
shit.
all that normal stuff.
Yeah.
All right, so Scream 3 has a runtime of 1 hour and 56 minutes.
Yep.
Made on a budget of $40 million. Grossed a smooth $161.8 million.
Yeah, that's pretty fucking smooth if you ask me.
Now, made that money. Rotten Tomatoes score,
I'm not even sure I want to hear it.
39%.
You're shitting me.
Nope, audience score is at 37%.
Okay, look, I'm going to go out and say this is not my favorite Scream movie in the franchise.
Not even close, yeah.
But it's still worth more than that.
It's more than a 37%.
It's definitely worth more than that.
Yeah.
Especially seeing how some of the other movies I'm looking at, like, really? That got like a 80-something%? And no.
Yeah, no wrong. Look, this is not
nearly
not a
my
great
favorite
movie.
No, it's not. But it's a good movie for what it is. It's watchable. I've seen it multiple times. It's, like I said, it's not my favorite in the franchise, but it does have its good moments that I do enjoy about it.
I agree. Cast-wise, director, as always, Wes Craven.
Of course, rest in peace.
Written. This one was not written by Kevin Williamson.
Actually, interestingly enough, this one was originally written by Kevin Williamson.
Yeah.
And then they scrapped his
his crap and came in. He was busy with other stuff he was doing. I think that during this time, this is what, Dawson's Creek era?
Yeah, he had a bunch of other stuff that was going on. However, a lot of the original writing he did that was intended for Scream 3 made it into the series.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, brings back Nev Campbell as Sidney Prescott.
Of course.
Courtney Cox as Gale Weathers.
Of course.
David Arquette as Dewey Riley.
Of course. And by the way, might just correct you with the Courtney Cox thing. This is the first film where she is Courtney Cox Arquette.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
They actually started filming this right after their honeymoon. They cut their honeymoon short to start filming.
Well, guess what? It's back to being Courtney Cox again.
Well, it is now. But at the time, in the 2000, definitely Courtney Cox.
Liv Schreiber as Cotton Weary.
You won't let me forget my ex. I'm not letting her forget hers.
Patrick Dempsey, Mark Kincaid. No one will let you forget your ex.
Nope.
Scott Foley played Roman Bridger.
Yep.
Jenny McCarthy played Sarah Darling. Parker Posey played Jennifer Jolie. Emily Mortimer played Angelina Tyler.
Mm-hmm.
Matt Kiesler played Tom Prince. Dion Richmond played Tyson Fox. And Heather Matazzaro played Martha Meeks.
I'm glad you had to pronounce that name and not me.
Yeah. And then you also had cameos from the great Jamie Kennedy.
Of course you did. It was the video
Meeks.
cameo.
And the great Carrie Fisher.
Who? All right. Hey, don't fuck up that name.
Bianca.
Nerds around the internet are going to crucify you. You can't fuck that up.
Right.
Almost an amazing other person we didn't get to see in this film, but should have been, was Matthew fucking Lillard.
Yeah. I think they should have sprinkled him into the whole fucking series.
Well, originally, you know that he was going to be cast as the killer.
Yeah.
And
they would say he survived the first one.
And by the way, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to get this out of the way now before everybody calls me on it, because I know I'm going to get called on it. In the original Scream, I think one of my first tidbits was these hoes ain't loyal. Right?
All right.
Casey Becker answers the phone.
Yeah.
I don't have a boyfriend because a random guy's on the phone.
Right.
I'm going to go ahead and say it. Men are fucking dogs. Beginning of this movie, Cotton Weary in a goddamn car.
Right.
Female calls him up. Oh, you sound like so-and-so. Oh, what makes you think I have a girlfriend? Yeah. Oh, sorry. Okay.
Right.
Sorry. All men are dogs. Just like these hoes ain't loyal. We got to go that route too.
Right. So plot-wise, guys, this movie is a movie within a movie.
Yeah.
All the killings from Ghostface happen within the production of Stab, which is based on the events.
Stab 3.
Stab 3.
Stab 3.
Which is all based on the events of the Woodsboro murders from the original Scream movie.
Yes.
Not a fan of the dollar store versions of their characters. following them around?
No, not a huge fan either. I gotta say,
Especially Dallas Store Gale Weathers.
Yeah, although she did have an interesting part later on in the movie that I am going to bring up closer to her whenever she dies. Spoiler alert, she dies.
Yeah. Well, we can get this out the way right now, in fact, though.
Okay.
Because it's time.
We're going to go ahead right into it.
It's a kill count.
Okay, let's do it.
It's a kill count. And the kill count for Scream 3 is 10.
Ooh. So not bigger than 2.
Not bigger than 2.
Bigger than 1 by 2, but
Yeah.
same kill count as 2.
Yep.
But you would think that they'd grow progressively and keep getting more and more kills
Right.
as the story progresses. So first kill, of course, is going to be Cotton and his girlfriend. Cotton's in the car. He gets a call from his girlfriend. And he gets a call from
a random woman.
the random woman who turns out to be a fucking killer, talking about his girlfriend and shit.
Now, I like the idea of the killer having a device.
The
that
device that changes
take
their voice
people's voices.
Yeah, I did like that. That was different than just a what's your favorite
I like
scary
it,
movie.
but at the same time, dude,
It's really cliche.
it's kind of lame. At the same time, it's weird. It's one of those things. I love it, but at the same time, I'm looking at it.
It's got its moments. I
It's
kept
not
wondering
realistic.
why he's so far away from the goddamn house. He's trying to cut through traffic and shit. Why, whenever you realize this is going on, did he not immediately call the police? You have a cell phone at your disposal.
Right.
Call the police. I'm just going to go ahead and...
He had a car phone and
A car
cell
phone and a cell phone. I'm just going to go ahead and fucking run to the house and take care of this myself. It's a bold strategy, Cotton. Didn't work out for you.
It's a bold strategy.
It's a bold strategy, but it did not work out for you at all. You got smoked in the fucking head right after a Creed song played.
By the way, can we bring the soundtrack for this fucking movie?
Soundtrack was on fucking point.
Oh my goodness, Slipknot,
Creed, fucking What If was in the beginning.
yeah.
I absolutely love that song when I was younger.
Yeah, dude, the soundtrack for this movie was freaking legit.
Hang on, I had a fucking one about one of the songs that was played in all 3 movies. Right hand something. Where the fuck did I put it at? Red Right Hand. Played in the first 3 movies.
Yeah.
All 3 Scream movies thus far had this song in it.
Yep. One of my big negatives of this movie, though, is it just me, or do we have a suspicious lack of Sydney in this movie?
The suspicious lack of Sydney was actually because she was busy doing other things at the time.
Yeah.
Her contract, I think, was only like 20 minutes of screen time.
I don't know. It wasn't much.
It wasn't a lot. She was really not
sprinkled in through the first couple acts, and then she comes in the third act and does her normal badass final girl thing.
Of course she did.
You know, it's just, and it suffered for that.
I think it did as well because it lost some of its.
Because you lost 2. You had to, first off, you lost.
Not to mention, she's the main cause for all of this bullshit.
Yeah, but here's the thing, and I'm going to harp on this throughout the whole fucking series.
I'm going to throw something at you.
If Randy was still there, he could have carried this movie.
Yes, he could have. I know.
But you got to concentrate again on fucking Dewey and Gale, and are they, won't they? This whole fucking bullshit that we've been putting up for 3 fucking movies now. Yeah. I was over it. Look, and I love the Scream franchise. This is definitely the worst of the 4.
Yeah, it is. It's going to be down there.
But that part of it was getting fucking old at that point.
Okay, now you're jumping ahead, so let me go ahead. I'm still back on fucking Cotton Weary shit and everything at the fucking house and crap. The thing that his girlfriend yelled at him, or yelled at the killer whenever all this shit was going on. Did you catch what she said? She said, "I don't like your stab games." Why in the living fuck would Cotton Weary be playing stab games with his wife?
That's weird.
That's weird. This is a man who was incarcerated after being convicted of a rape and murder. You don't dress up as a ghost and chase your girlfriend around with a knife. At that point, you know what? We're gonna find something different.
That's when
I'm gonna dress up as Batman and save you. I'm not gonna. So why is she used to these? She's immediately like, I'm used to these stab games. I don't like your stab games. What the fuck? Why the fuck are you playing stab games, Cotton?
That's not role playing, bro.
That's the fucking bold strategy, Cotton.
That's a bold strategy, Cotton.
Yeah.
See how it works out.
Well,
we saw how it worked out.
Then he took a fucking golf wedge to the face.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how that fucking worked out.
But at the same time, smart move on her part, though. Because fuck that dude.
Absolutely fuck that dude. I'm tired of your sex games, Cotton.
Yeah. I don't like getting cut anymore.
After you're convicted of a rape, you're not allowed to role play. I'm pretty sure that's got to be an unwritten rule somewhere.
So, all right.
Sorry for that tangent, by the way.
So, hey, back to Gale and Dewey. What the fuck was going on with Courtney Cox? With
her fucking hair?
Oh, my God.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know.
It made her look 30 years older.
I don't know whose decision that was, but it made her look like a poorly drawn Charles Schultz character.
Yes. Oh, it was bad.
It was really bad. I don't know how.
And you can't not look at it. Every time she's on screen, on screen,
and this
just
is
look at her.
During a time where This is right after the Rachel from Friends hair craze was a huge thing. Where everyone wanted to copy her hair. If she was trying to emulate that, that's a hard fail.
Epic fail.
That's a hard fucking fail right there.
One of the negatives about this movie, too, and you could almost say it about all of them.
Okay.
But it's like an adult Scooby-Doo adventure.
Yeah, I actually said that while watching the movie. I really did. With the
You're just waiting for them to rip the mask off and be like, I got away with it too if it wasn't for you damn kids.
If it wasn't for that meddling police officer.
Yeah.
So we cut to Sydney. Sydney's at her fucking house. She's got all security shit going on with the 1288 was a number. That was a security code.
Yeah.
There's no reference to that anywhere that it's actually any kind of meaningful thing, some kind of fucking tidbit somewhere. I searched long for that, trying to find, it's got to mean something. Don't know what the fuck it is, but if anybody has a tidbit on that, I would love to hear
throw
that.
it in the comments. That'd be nice to know.
I could not fucking find that. But she types in 1288 on her fucking thing. I was thinking like January 2nd, 1988 or something.
Here's my issue.
Looking something like that. You would think she'd be smart enough not to do something like that on a security panel, but
here's my thing.
It's a fucking movie.
You're talking about the security panel in the house or at the gate?
Both of them. She hits 1288 star at the gate and 1288 hashtag at the door.
Pound.
It's an octothorpe if you want to get fucking technical. Okay. I mean,
I'm over 30. It's officially a pound symbol.
It's a pound symbol to me too, but we're appealing to the masses. Yeah. They don't know what they, because then the Me Too movement turns into Pound Me Too.
Oh, I never thought of it that way. That is terrible. That is terrible.
And there goes the rest of our feminine watch. Yeah. Sorry, guys.
Damn, thank you. You just messed my whole head up with that.
Sorry. Oh, wait. Well, Cake, I'll continue while you gather your thoughts. She walks into her house, and there's a beware a dog sign on her fence. This is a callback to the fact that she has a dog in this movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was trying to let you gather your thoughts.
Okay. So you have a security code on the gate.
Yes.
Why?
I don't know. Because you can jump over that fucking gate.
The gate is like waist high.
You can jump over the gate.
I understand the security in the house.
Yeah.
But if I'm Sidney Prescott, I'm Jamie Lee Curtis into Halloween 2018.
Okay, but in the same breath, it's more difficult to sneak a vehicle onto her property.
The fuck do you need a vehicle for?
I'm trying to justify what's going on here. It's more difficult for someone to sneak a vehicle onto the property. I've seen Ghostface drive a car once.
You don't know that. He crashed and killed a police officer.
Yeah, that's true. That did happen.
And almost killed himself.
That did happen. Knocked himself the fuck out.
Yeah. In fact, knocked himself out so well, 2 people crawled over him and he didn't notice.
That's true. That's a thing. All right. So Sydney's inside. She's a crisis counselor in this movie. Yeah. By the name of Laura.
Yeah.
And we're gonna come back to that once we progress a little bit long chronologically. But did you get any tidbits on where the fuck the name Laura came from?
No.
I was really surprised at this point that her name was not Lori.
That'd have been cool.
After all of the callbacks they've done to Halloween in this franchise, they did not they stuck her with Laura
Nancy.
instead of Nancy for the Nightmare on Elm Street.
Wes Craven wouldn't have called back to his own shit. I don't think.
I mean, he referenced it in some different things. I think it'd be more likely that he would have referenced the Halloween series.
Yeah,
so I was really when she said Laura, I was like, man, they missed the opportunity.
Yeah,
but
really if you noticed, there wasn't any callbacks, and by the time Scream 3 came around, there wasn't really any callbacks.
Yeah, that's true. I love my next note you already brought up is the fuck is up with Gale's hair.
Right.
Yeah.
John Carpenter probably pissed off Wes Craven at some point during that time.
I'm sure he did.
They were like best friends and then pissed off at each other, and then best friends they pissed off at each other because they both have that attitude of nobody can fucking touch me.
Yeah.
You know
Which, I mean they're both kind of fucking right.
Yeah, exactly.
I kind of get that. It's not cocky, it's confidence at a certain point. I mean, once you've reached, how much money are these two guys worth at this point in fucking time?
Wes Craven's not worth much now, but
I'm talking about at this point in time, in 2000. In 2000, he's the man.
Yeah.
He's Wes fucking Craven. You're not messing with him, dude. I love the fact that they immediately addressed the violence in the media.
Yeah.
That was a huge cut, which is a really big thing. This is also why this was a big political issue at the moment, because it was right after 9/9, which is why the Matthew Lillard script actually got cut.
Yeah.
It was because of the tragedy of Columbine that happened in 1999.
They didn't want anything on a campus
near a school or anything like that because of Columbine. And of course, that's probably one of the first political views that someone's taken on the movie that I'm like, I completely fucking agree. You need to be sensitive to that. There was a lot of senseless loss that day. So I get them wanting to steer far the fuck away from that.
Can we talk about when they were on the set?
Well, you might be on my next fucking note right
On
here.
set, whenever she gets on set, when she finally visits the set for the first time.
I'm talking about Officer Smartass, who's the king of the obvious.
Who?
Fuck, you fucking deputy that walks by and says, hey, is there any reason to think that these are related to the Stab movie? He's like, he was filming a movie called Stab.
Oh, yeah.
He was stabbed. And he just walks the fuck away like, yeah.
I get it.
I kind of get that. Now, what about on the set?
So, first time Sydney gets on set, and she goes up into her own house, and the room is identical to her room.
Yeah.
And she's having the fucking heebie-jeebies.
Yeah.
And what's supposed to be a fucking ghost of her mother walks in with a fucking sheet over their head.
Yeah, that was like
It was creepy.
It was creepy. It reminded me of the Nightmare on Elm Street thing, to be honest with you.
It was like, when your girl in the body bag?
Yeah, that's what it reminded me of. But that was probably one of the creepier things we've seen in a Scream. Because you got to realize Scream goes for more of the slasher jump scare type of bullshit.
It was genuinely creepy.
Thing. Yeah, they do that very fucking well.
Yeah. There, and at the very end again, whenever he does it again, he's pretending to be her mom, and you realize it's just him under the sheet. Yeah.
And they also address the killing of your precious Randy. When they were talking about them killing off Randy.
Here's the thing, right? He was so important to this franchise that you had to bring him back in a VHS tape.
Yeah. Look, I get that. And I love that they did that. You actually got to see him.
Yeah,
I was pissed off that I was mad too when they killed Randy off. I really was.
But it was such a bullshit way to bring him back, though.
Yeah, then that's what I didn't care. It could have been worse. She could have fell asleep and had some Rob Zombie dreams and had fucking Randy come to her riding a unicorn and talking to her like, look, Sydney, this is what you need to do.
Do it for mommy.
Okay, the random satire of fucking Jay and Silent Bob walking down.
You know Wes Craven was behind them, right?
I didn't even recognize Wes Craven because I was focused on Jay and Silent Bob.
The guy right behind them, I think he's carrying the camera.
Jesus Christ, I didn't even fucking realize that.
Wes Craven standing behind him.
I was watching Jay and Silent Bob. I'm like, really? Fuck, what the shit?
Right.
A random ass place for Jay and Silent Bob to be.
At what point does Gale stop being a bitch?
I don't know.
You ever notice it's like they reset at the beginning of each movie?
Yeah.
Every movie, it begins with Dewey's an idiot, Gale's a bitch.
Yep.
And somewhere through the movie, Dewey becomes a hero and Gale becomes in love with him and nice again.
Of course.
And then Scream 2 happens. Boom.
She's a bitch.
Gale's an idiot. Dale. Dewey's an idiot. You're right. Dewey's an idiot. Gale's a bitch.
Every time.
And it resets. It just keeps resetting.
It's because they need something to do that character arc, but it seems like they
but that's not an arc, dude.
They can
that's
go somewhere else. That's
a porpoise.
It's the McDonald's sign.
Yeah, it's the arches.
All right, and they also reference the useless nudity in horror movies, which I gotta say, Wes Craven has done an amazing job of keeping that completely out of the Scream franchise thus far. Which Wes Craven not having any control of that anymore. I agree with that. I think that there are certain scenes where nudity is necessary in a horror movie, and there's certain scenes where you're like, they just wanted to get some titties in the film.
Yeah, well, and that's 95% of them.
Most of it is 95%.
Not complaining.
No, I'm not complaining, but
it's majority. Yeah,
the majority of it is just like, we want to get some horny 18-year-olds to come watch our fucking movie. So
bro.
let's throw some titties. Titty.
Yeah, that's your demographic. You want high school guys to come and watch this movie.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
That's a good way to do it. Throw some titties in there.
Yep. Look, you seen Friday the 13th remake?
Yes, I have.
There's just boobs everywhere.
Boobish.
And the only show I've seen, the only horror movie I've seen with more boob per boob to film ratio was
boob to film ratio is going to be a new scale we're going to measure things
boob to film ratio is Autopsy of Jane Doe.
I didn't even think about that, but yeah,
they almost had to put her titties as like actual cast on the fucking IMDb page.
But see, that movie had an actual reason for that, and I really didn't even think about the titties until you said. But yeah, they're like a lot of the fucking scenes.
Yeah,
but they're doing an autopsy.
Yeah, but have you ever seen NCIS when they do it? Like it's just a white light.
The cable show.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying though. But it's an artistic way of removing the tit.
Yeah, I get it. Whatever.
Titty. Reminds me of Bad Boys 2. When he's like, what you want to do with these dead ass titties? Just cover the titty, man.
So all the shit ensues. Everything goes. Sydney gets a call from the fucking killer on her home phone, not the business line that she's been using.
Right. Yeah.
The fuck does he know to call her Laura?
Right. That's fucking weird.
How the hell does he know to call her Laura?
Thank you. I said this. I said this in private.
That's a really weird little
How did he get her fucking phone number?
but we'll venture. I know you're going to go off on a whole goddamn tangent.
No, I'm not. I'm not going on a tangent
not
on
today,
it.
but I don't know.
Because here's the thing. It's stated that Dewey knows her number, right?
Yes, Dewey knows.
The only person who he loaned the phone to was
Kincaid.
McDreamy. Yeah.
McDreamy?
That was his name in Grey's Anatomy.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
Grey's Anatomy.
I just thought you were a fan guy.
No.
Fan guy? Down here, you'd be a fungi.
Yeah.
No one that's not from South Louisiana is going to get that. Sorry.
So he gave it to Kincaid and the actress chick.
Yeah.
And who else? He said somebody else, didn't he?
No, that's the only two he mentioned.
That was the only two he mentioned.
That's the only two he mentioned.
So how did
you said Jessica
how did the direct guy get the fucking phone?
There's other ways of retrieving information. That's the open-ended statement I'm gonna make to justify.
I'm about to say that was a heavy fucking pregnant silence.
Yeah, it was a fucking moment of silence. But that's the thing that I'm gonna just leave that there and let the audience decide what they fucking think about it. My thing was he called her Laura. Nobody who didn't call that crisis hotline would know that unless it was someone who was close to her.
All right.
And nobody had her original phone number other than you see her father at one point in the movie.
Yeah, her dad had it obviously, but
you don't see him again. So
yeah.
it's definitely implied that it wasn't given to him by him.
That's what
was that for my moment of silence?
Yes.
I'm
just saying, it's fucking fishy.
I thought it was fishy that he called her fucking that he called her Laura and not Sydney immediately, or even if to just call her, even with the who is this bullshit that they come with. All right, can
we go to a dumb kill?
The Randy thing. Oh, the dumb kill. I wanted to go with the Randy thing because
what Randy thing?
This film.
I didn't write down the rules.
This film, I got the rules written down.
Okay.
This film was made in 2000.
Right.
Had this film been made last year, that VHS tape would have. Well, it wouldn't have been a VHS tape, but
didn't ever be able to watch it.
No, it would have been read very differently.
Really?
Because when they pulled out the VHS tape, you know what I read?
What?
Scary Movies, LOL.
Really?
It said Scary Movies 101, and my fucking 2020 brain is like, Scary Movies, LOL. This motherfucker's making jokes from the grave?
Right.
That's the first thing I thought. Then I was like, why would he have a thing called Scary Movies, LOL? Oh, 101.
101.
Got it. Yeah, definitely.
Well, it's funny.
Shown.
No, because considering that was the working title of Scream, was Scary Movie.
Scary Movie. That was the original working title. That wound up being the spoof, but that was originally what it was supposed to be.
So that's another little callback to that too.
Yeah.
But really, dude, what's the odds that he made a fucking VHS tape?
Yeah, well, it was the unexpected backstory self-awareness exposition.
Yeah.
They had to address it somewhere in the movie.
God.
This movie had to have some kind
of
ridiculous-ass exposition from some point or another. All right, you said you didn't write down the rules. Rules number 1 is supervillain. The villain's going to be superhuman. You're not going to be able to just kill him like a normal person.
Bulletproof vest.
Well, spoiler. Rule number 2. Anyone can die, which doesn't fucking happen.
Which doesn't happen at all.
Does not fucking happen.
That was true for the second one.
That was the biggest fucking lead off, and I was like, oh shit, who's gonna die? Nobody. Okay, all right, just a bunch of cookie cutter characters.
Yeah, no one that was important. All the people who were hired to die died.
And the third one, which of course was the one that made everything tie together, is that the past will come back to bite you in the ass. Everything you knew to be true is bullshit. Everything you know is fucked up. And those are the 3 rules that Randy lays out. And then he says, Godspeed and hope y'all make it because I didn't. And then the crowd goes silent.
Right.
And it's sad.
So the whole past will come back to bite you. Did not like that. I didn't like the fact that they linked this shit so much to Maureen Prescott.
Why? I kind of enjoyed that aspect of it.
Dude, you never fucking met her in the movies.
I know, but it was like it was a callback to the original of like Sydney didn't really know her mother from the get-go. And all the shady shit that she was doing.
Yeah.
I love the fact that they definitively proved the affair between her and Cotton. That was the motivation for the first one.
Well, everybody knew that was a thing.
I know, but the video that they had of it whenever they started digging and shit was just that cool callback. Like, oh, no shit, look at Cotton Weary.
Yeah.
I like that. But after the rules, I think they should have followed the rules of fucking Zombieland and beware of bathrooms. Because what was up with your girl hiding on top of the toilet seat?
Right.
What hiding on top of the toilet? Why was she wearing those boots?
I don't know.
That was fucking stupid. Holding a ghost mask, wearing the boots that she stole for a,
You know what I found funny?
What?
Wasn't this a Weinstein movie?
Was this a Weinstein movie?
I believe this is a Weinstein movie, dog. And she makes a whole fucking joke about how she had to have sex with that nasty ass.
That she fucking did.
About the old man so she could be in a movie.
She absolutely did. I'm trying to see.
And you thought Scream couldn't get more meta.
Dude, that's about as fucking meta as it gets. Because hang on, let me search that real quick.
Yeah,
continue on with your rambling.
Yeah, because think about it. She, it's at one point where they're trapped in the house later at the end, and she starts running because she doesn't want to die. She's like, "Screw it, you guys. I don't want to die. I didn't sleep with that old man to get in this movie for nothing." And I'm not the only one who's thought of this.
Wow, no shit. They actually have an entire thing on it.
Yeah, there's articles on that
from just last year. Scandal recontextualized. Yeah, because you know that if he is involved in this movie, he's in the background when she makes that fucking comment like,
right?
See that? Yeah, no shit. So.
Oh, yep. Sure enough, it says
sure
it. Sure
the fuck enough.
God damn.
I didn't even think about that.
So very meta.
How much more meta can you get?
Right?
That just gives me a little bit more respect for that fucking movie. You're going to address that in the fucking movie?
So, long story short, guys, because we're getting a little far into this review.
Oh, fuck, we are.
The killer was her brother that you never knew about.
God damn, that was a weird... By the way...
Yeah. Well, that's how they fucking drop it on you in the movie.
Yeah.
I'm your brother. What the fuck?
Oh, I have a couple more points that I want to make. I'm going to run through a little bit of fucking notes and shit that I got just because we are running a little bit low on time. This is one of the first times since Tatum's death that it's referenced.
Oh, really?
They talk about it. He's on the fucking phone and the bodyguard is talking shit to who he thinks is Dewey. And he says, I'm waiting to see if the killer's in here to dice you up like you did your sister.
Oh, yeah.
As one of the first times it's been referenced since that shit happened.
Which would have been a dick move.
A really fucking dick move. You also notice Dewey is the consultant on the set of that shit.
Yeah.
If you walk around the set, there is blood on the doggy door as they're walking past it. The doggy door thing.
Well, I bet you that was fucking awkward to film.
That was awkward as shit. All right. Then, of course, I go with... why the fuck would you immediately split up like the Scooby-Doo bullshit? That
dude, Scooby-Doo. This is a fucking adult Scooby-Doo.
Okay. She checks Roman's pulse. When he's in the fucking when he's stabbed and he's in the casket
but it was
downstairs.
that fucking the knockoff Gale Weathers that Gale Weathers that fucking checked him. So I don't
how
trust
about
anything
Mr. Ghostface? Look, you made a comment last time about we talked about Billy Loomis's mom being able to take over Randy and shit.
Right.
How about the fact of Ghostface the killer runs into a room with 4 fucking people in it? At one time, he's in a room with 4 people. Does not get fucking tackled or beaten by... Oh, how the fuck are not all of these people grab a limb? Yeah. Grab a limb. Yeah. And the only guy that gets away is a black guy, and he runs after him. You even hear the black guy to move. Oh, motherfucker. Right? So, what the fuck are you running after him for?
Look, if he gets one person, that's one more... That's
Jesus.
3 more people that live that wouldn't have.
Dude, Jesus Christ.
But moving.
Then they have the fucking unrealistic rug pull, where he does a complete fucking flip.
Oh, yeah.
I call bullshit on that. I paused it and was mad at that shit.
I call bullshit.
The trigger discipline in this entire movie fucking sucks. I know they're in Los Angeles. Maybe they've never been hunting in their life. None of these people have been through a hunting course, concealed carry course, or some kind of gun safety course.
If this was real life, a lot of people would have got shot by
lot of people would have accidentally got shot.
Yeah.
Because they have no trigger or muzzle discipline in this fucking thing.
Just flagging the piss out of everybody.
And a couple of ones... of course, we talked about how the arc of the movie so far, Scream 1, 2, 3, we are doing a recap video, but this literally went from Sydney's life to being fucking a domestic violence situation to a PTSD to a fucking sibling rivalry on Jerry Springer in 3 fucking movies.
Right.
Bring me to my final little note, and I'm going to shut up and stop talking crap, even though I still have one
You know
more
what's
thing.
funny? This is the longest Scream review we're going to have, and it's because we're both bitching about it.
We're both bitching about it. How many fucking knives does Ghostface have on him?
I'm gonna bring that up in the recap.
He's pulled up multiple out of a fucking sleeve. He's dropped in. There's fucking.
I'm bringing that up in the recap.
There's knives all over the fucking place.
I have a point to make with that. Catch that in the recap, guys.
Oh, we're gonna have points on that.
We're gonna have Franchise Fridays coming up for this one, and then we have Scream 4 also. But then the following Sunday, like Friday, and then Saturday, and then Sunday, we're going to drop a recap video with us. We're going to have a guest in the studio.
Yep.
Recapping all 4. We're going to rank them and give our biggest points. And I have a tin hat conspiracy theory about this whole franchise.
Yeah, this is going to be our longest movie. All right, I didn't even get to touch on the fucking awards. This movie was nominated for a bunch of awards, and it actually won 3, 4, 5, 6. 2001 Favorite Actress for Nev, Courtney, and David. 2000 I won a Bogey Award. 2001 I won a Chainsaw Award. 2001 the International Monitor Awards.
So international what?
An International Monitor Award.
Wow.
Yeah, which is apparently I was looking into it. That's actually a bigger
prestigious thing.
Yeah, it's actually a really prestigious thing. All right, Wes filmed 3 different endings and didn't tell the cast which one he was fucking shooting. Of course, that was Wes's thing. He used to hide the fucking scripts.
He'd hide
get
everything.
The last pages.
Well,
Patrick Dempsey was hired.
Leak it on me once, and then I'm gonna be fucking paranoid from then on.
I completely get that. Patrick Dempsey was hired the day before shooting and had 3 large dialogue things that he had to memorize immediately. He was hired the day before shooting began. We touched on Courtney Cox. Of course, your friend Randy. Got to talk about Randy one more again. Jamie has appeared in all 3 of these movies thus far. Never appeared once on a movie poster.
Nope.
Never once on a fucking movie poster.
He didn't have to. Everyone loved him so fucking much. They knew he was going to be there.
And of course, that's pretty much. I kind of flashed through some of those tidbits because we are kind of running a little bit long on this shit. So, what are you talking about as far as where are you rating this one? Because I got a feeling we might disagree somewhat. Because I'm probably going to rate it a little bit higher than you.
I'm going. Because here's the thing, all right? I watch this movie a lot, but it's
That's
mostly because
I've already seen it multiple times because it's in the franchise.
It's in the middle, right? So you're gonna watch it a lot of times. It's one that I normally don't really care to get to.
It's not my favorite. Absolutely not.
I'm going with a 32.
Holy shit! I'm actually gonna score this one lower than you.
What you going with?
I was actually considering a 30.
Yeah.
I was actually.
I'll go down to 31. I think a 31.
I was expecting you to score it a little bit lower than me.
Yeah,
I really thought you were.
Look, it's not a bad movie.
It's not. Really not, but it's not one of those movies.
As much
like
as
you said,
bitch,
I don't look forward to watching it.
We're complaining about this. But it's because it's being held up to the rest of the franchise.
That's true. It suffers by comparison.
If you compare it to this to some crap that we've seen,
it definitely suffers by comparison.
It holds up. It really holds up. Like, I'll watch this over Ma.
Oh God, yeah. I wouldn't watch Ma again unless I fucking had to. I'm sorry, that was such a cookie cutter movie that I just wouldn't.
So I'd take it over that, but it's just it doesn't hold up to the rest of what you think it's going to be, and I think a lot of it had to do with Kevin Williamson not being there.
I think it's possible, which we'll see him return shortly.
Right. All right, guys. Be aware we're going to have our Franchise Friday. The conclusion is going to be next week.
Yes.
With Scream 4. We're going to change it up. I'm sure you've noticed already this week. We're not going to be doing
the movie updates. The problem is we don't have as many movie updates going on right now as there should be.
So we're gonna do a new thing. Y'all see that Monday. We won't talk about it here, but
yeah, it'll be interesting.
Yeah, you'll have seen that in that video Monday.
Yep.
Hopefully. And aside from that, if you ain't got nothing else,
I think I've touched on pretty much everything I wanted to touch on.
All right, guys.
Harvey Weinstein.
We're out.